In this tutorial, we will walk you through the step-by-step process of how to calculate your N number for the ANCC PTAP application form using our N calculator tool. This tutorial is for multi-site programs, so if you are a single-site program, please review the N calculator tool tutorial for our single-site programs. Once you have opened the N calculator tool, the first tab on the bottom is the Instructions tab with an example. This is where you will see the instructions on how to fill out the tool appropriately to receive your N number, which is the total number of learners from your eligible sites and practice settings that have participated in the program the 12 months preceding the application submission due date. We will go over these instructions using the example provided on the next slide. The first step to calculating your N would be to determine your 12-month timeframe preceding your desired application submission date, as indicated on the ANCC PTAP website. For this example, I'm using an application submission date of September 30th, 2024. This means that my 12-month timeframe for my N would be between September 30th, 2023 to September 30th, 2024. Column A lists out the ANCC PTAP practice settings. For column B, this is where I will put the units within my program that align with the appropriate ANCC PTAP practice settings. Please see Appendix A of the ANCC PTAP manual for definitions. As you can see, I have Med-Surg, Critical Care, Psychiatric, Emergency Department, my specialty practice, and Centralized Function as my applicable practice settings, and I've indicated the units associated with each of these. I then will identify the cohorts active during the 12-month timeframe for this one site. Please include the cohort start date and date of completion. Under each cohort, you will then indicate the number of learners that have participated in the residency fellowship in each applicable setting. This includes learners who have completed the program, just started the program, or were participating in the program during these 12-month timeframe, regardless of their current status in the organization. As I started to put those numbers in, this prompted an auto calculation in the total numbers of learners per practice setting column, which is column G. As this started to auto calculate, the total number of learners from all cohorts and all practice settings will auto calculate at the bottom right of that table. You will want to repeat these steps for all participating sites. You will need to scroll and click on the different tabs below for each eligible site. Once you have completed that, the Aggregate N Number tab outlines your total number of learners from all participating sites and practice settings. Please copy this number over to the Number of Learners for Survey in Section 2, Eligibility Verification in the ANCC PTAP application. This number is your N.
Okay, let's review. So the application submission date that I've chosen to apply for is January 13th, 2025. So my 12-month time frame would be January 13th, 2024 to January 13th, 2025. Here are the ANCC PTAP practice settings in column A. And what I need to do in column B is write down the units that are associated with each of these practice settings. So remember, if you don't know the definition of these particular practice settings, please see Appendix A in the ANCC PTAP manual. So I've indicated my practice settings here and the units associated. I then will go and determine what cohorts at Site 1 have participated within that 12-month time frame from January 24 to January 13th, 2025. So I've done so here. I've put the start and the end date of these cohorts, and I've gone in and I've indicated how many learners from each of these cohorts are associated with the applicable practice settings. As you start to plug those numbers in, remember all the way at the end, the total number of learners per practice setting will auto calculate. And right here in the bottom row, the total number of learners from all cohorts and practice settings will calculate. So 85 learners per this site. So this includes each one of these cohorts at this site in these practice settings that I've indicated. As a multi-site program, I'm 2 sites, so I'm going to go in and start filling in the same information. So this was January 13th. 2025 is my application date, so my time frame is January 13th, 2024 to January 13th, 2025. And I have my 3 cohorts here for site number 2, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in my information. A big cohort. Okay, so for site number 2, I have my total number of learners per practice setting here, and we have 81. So I've had 81 at site 2, 85 learners at site 1. In order to see our N, we're going to click on the aggregate N number tab, and this has calculated all my learners from site 1 and site 2. That number will be placed in the Section 2 eligibility verification in the ANCC PTAP application document. So congratulations, you've calculated your N.
Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you have any questions, please contact us anytime at practicetransition@ana.org.